YouTube, this is PewDiePie88. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm coming to you guys with a quick hair review. This hair will be sponsored by Wiggins Hair. They did send me 3 bundles of Brazilian Body Wave and 1 frontal. The inches were 22, 24, 26 for the bundles, and a 20-inch closure. And they all were Brazilian Body Wave. So let me just jump right into it. This was sent to me, like I said, from Wiggins Hair. They are a AliExpress vendor. It came to me in 3 days via DHL in this box right here. So as y'all saw before, it came in this box and it came with a pair of eyelashes and also a hair tie that I forgot to show. But it came with 3 very well packaged bundles. They did have tags on them that did say they were in business for 20 years. I didn't want that to confuse you. I didn't want you to think it said 20 inches. That was for 20 years. The inches I got were 22, 24, and 26. But it came in this cardboard box. Now, I have seen other reviews on Wiggins Hair about how wonderful the packaging was. They showed the packaging and it was very beautiful, tied up like a present that every girl would love to get in the mail. However, it looks like they may have downgraded to this cardboard box. It's fine with me. It's better than the plastic bags you all have seen people get from AliExpress where you just unzip it and the hair is in there, which makes me think, doesn't it seem like whenever you get hair in those bags, they turn out to be really bad hair? Have you ever thought about that? And the more well packaged they are, the better the hair is. Just maybe a coincidence to me, but it seems like that's how it works sometimes. But I'm happy with this packaging. It's no problem. It's still very good. I just wish I could have got that experience that the other ladies had, you know, a few years back about that beautiful packaging. But this is fine. I did get, like I said, 3 bundles and a 20-inch frontal. This frontal was a bomb. Okay? Simply put, this was some of the best, most freshest, cleanest, wonderfulest body wave hair I've ever. That's all I can explain it by. It was wonderful. I really enjoy this hair. It was very true to length. The only shedding I get is when I'm manipulating the hair, basically, you know, combing it, co-washing it. No, I haven't co-washed it yet. Combing it, flat ironing it, and curling it. I get a few pieces of shedding, but nothing extreme where I'm walking around and it's like falling on my arm. Nothing like that. It's only when I'm, you know, detangling it or something like that. Since I mentioned that, let me go into tangling. This hair does not tangle, not even in the nape of your neck. Of course, the hair is going to rub against your skin and kind of cause like a little bit of, you know, dryness, I should say. But tangling, no. You can run your fingers straight through this hair. Now, this is my second install in this hair. Of this hair. The first time I installed it, it was beautiful. You guys saw before, no glue, no tape, no gel, nothing like that. A few days after I installed it, I noticed the lace was kind of lifting, so I used a little bit of Got2b gel to hold it down because I've used it before, and even before it wasn't a bad experience. This time really made me not want to use it again because once that gel hits your makeup, ladies, it will crust up, turn brown, and you will have to literally scratch it off your skin. And it looks horrible. Like, in the daylight, it looks horrible. You will never have a Slade closure with Got2b gel, just to be honest. That's just me. In order to keep a very Slade clean frontal where you'll be able to, you know, flip your hair over and it not look all crusty and flaky, you're going to have to find a good tension and sew method. That's what I did with this. Basically, I get an elastic band, nothing from the craft store, not the thick ones, just a regular headband that you can just slide on your forehead. I cut 2 pieces of that, attach it to each side of my frontal, and then I pull it back to cause tension here. And what I do, I sew the elastic onto my braids. And then that causes like a good amount of tension without giving you a headache. And also I part the frontal and sew within the frontal, you know, along on top of my braid to prevent sliding. Because after a while, the elastic may stretch and cause your frontal to slide. So I part the hair and stitch it in places that I normally won't part my hair, you know, to avoid showing the stitch. Part it, and I stitch it, and that works way better to me. As far as keeping your frontal clean and slayed at all times, so where you could pull it back, do flip over, part it anywhere. You won't have or keep a slayed closure with that gel. You may, get away with it for a few days, but once that makeup touch it, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look fresh. It's not going to look clean. Your baby hairs will be crusty, and just don't use it, ladies. Don't use it. Save your edges. Find a good tension method, like I said, that will work with your edges, and just how you feel like you can keep the keep the frontal up. Just find a way, find your way. You don't have to do it like everybody that you see do it on YouTube, and that's what I had to find out. The gel didn't work for me. Use something else, like a tension method or just an all sew method. Also, with your baby hair, I do suggest you use like a toothbrush and mousse. Definitely try out mousse, ladies. This is a way to keep your baby hair from getting super crunchy and keep them soft. So throughout the day, they may move around a little bit, but less is more, ladies. Less is more with baby hair. You don't want a frontal where you have to use your baby hair to cover up your lace. I can't stand that. It's like a line of hair because you have to cover up the line of demarcation with the lace. Find a lace that's your hair color. If it is not, definitely try to color it with some fabric dye from Walmart. Do something and make it match your skin tone. That's what I probably have to do with this one because it's a little light and you may be able to see that line. But don't use powder. Don't put makeup on it, foundation. Only use it in the part. Don't use it in the part that lays on your skin. It's just not going to be a good look. That's just a few friendly tips from me. Do whatever works works for you. That's what works for me. So back to the hair. This is some wonderful hair, you guys. If you ever looked on YouTube, looked on Instagram, and saw that kind of fresh, flowy hair, this is the fresh hair that you are looking for. It is true to length. When I received it, it did not have a foul smell, which was so very surprising. The smell was very nice. It wasn't like a perfume like they had washed it, but it was a very nice smell. Like, oh my God, I don't smell anything. I was really excited. Another thing, it curls well. It does take flexi rods well. It straightens well. I have not co-washed it yet. Ladies, co-wash your bundles. I did not do it in this case, but definitely co-wash your bundles. And this frontal is one of the... Oh, this frontal was to die for. I didn't even have to pluck this thing. The way it was sent to me, if you saw the picture before, the edges really had dips and waves that matched my hairline very well. Granted, I'm not an expert in frontals at all. I'm pretty sure you guys are looking at it and be like, I see flaws anyway. I'm not an expert, but the way the frontal came, I didn't have to do anything to it. It was a great density. It didn't have a straight hairline. It had nice dips and curves. It looked like it was pre-plucked. It was not pre-bleached. I did bleach it with bleach powder and 50 volume developer. That's all I had. I know you guys are like, oh my God, 50. But it worked out really well. I just cut the time in half and it worked really well. So I just sewed this in, like I said, and I just want to show you guys how the parting does. The parting is really good and it looks really natural. I like the way I did it. I like the way I installed it because you don't see that line of demarcation anywhere because it's laying super flat due to the tension method that I used. The part looks really realistic, and you can part this thing anywhere and it'll look real. It does definitely give you a natural look. Of course, like I said, you may still have to put some concealer on your actual part just to give it that standout look. Okay, you can see my part. And that's what I like. I forgot to put something on my part for this video. But yeah, sorry for the camera angle, guys. But I had to change it. But yeah, I wanted to come to you with it already in like a half up style, but I wanted you guys to see how it looked all down as well. But if you search YouTube, I definitely want you to do your research. But everything I saw on this hair company, you guys, was really positive. The same thing I'm saying, the hair was very fresh and like bomb. It was bomb hair. Now I do have to wash this hair. Of course, with all hair, you have to wash it to keep the flowiness, to keep the smoothness, the straightness. But I will do that soon. But I don't even think I would experience anything bad after washing this hair. I know you all have washed, weave, and just, it's like, it's detrimental what happened to it. What happens after you wash it, it's just horrible. I don't think I'll experience that with this. I think it will continue to stay smooth. Every now and again, you will need to use some kind of moisturizer. I definitely use pink oil moisturizer because it's very light. It has oils in it, but it's not a oil. You don't want to use an oil for your hair. It needs moisture, not necessarily 100% oil. It will wear it down. It will not keep it flowy. And you get depressed when you get hair and you see girls like walking around with all flowy and wavy, and yours is like all limp and heavy. You have to keep those products out of it. The hair needs moisture, not oil. So and or grease. So you want to remember that. But these 3 bundles can give you a big luxurious look, not really huge. But since I had a frontal taking up so much space on my head, and my head is small anyway, really 3 bundles was good enough. It was a struggle getting all 3 in. I did use the flip over method. I doubled the tracks. So I folded them in half, stitched one bundle in, stitched the other in, and then I single stitched the rest of them. One track, not 2 doubled. So yeah, I think the tension method works out really great for me. Like I said, find a method that works for you. But tension and sewing is the best, and it doesn't take my edges out. It doesn't have any effect on my hair. Just make sure you have a good foundation braid pattern underneath, and you're sewing onto your braid and not onto your hair. When you're taking sewings out, definitely be careful. You don't want to rip your hair out with scissors or anything like that. So just take your time when taking it out. But yeah, I love this hair. Definitely check out the links below. I will leave all the information about this hair, all the information about the seller, and where you can get it from. And yeah, I definitely recommend their frontal. This frontal is really, really great. The hair matched the bundles very perfectly. I hate getting mismatched hair when it comes to frontals. The frontal was not dry. It was just as soft and flowy as the regular hair bundle. So it wasn't like it was 2 types of hair. I hate that, especially with curly hair. But no, it matched it perfectly. The color matches it. This is a natural color. It works. It's great. This hair is wonderful. It is great. It is great. It's great. I do give it about a 9 out of a 10. I haven't washed it yet, so I do want to experience how it is after I wash it. But for now, I really, really have fallen in love with this hair and in love with how natural the frontal looks and how realistic it is and how low maintenance it is. So thanks so much for watching. If there's anything I forgot, I will try to type it in the description box below. Check out all the links below. Check out Wiggins hair, and I want to thank them for allowing me to review their wonderful hair that so many other big YouTube stars have reviewed. So thank you so much for that, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Definitely remember to rate, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.